Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of My Big Fat Journey, where let's start off with this. My medal for the 10K that I ran officially arrived. And it is absolutely huge. It's beautiful. I'm very happy to finally have this thing. Because let me put it this way. You don't get this guaranteed from the run unless you're able to prove that you actually did it. So it's not like I could just go pay for a medal and say that I did something. I had to prove that I actually did it. It also came with like a little poster guy as well. But the actual Guinness World Record should be here hopefully by the end of the week. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. I'm not holding my breath on it. USPS has been a little bit slow lately. But there's something else that I want to cover before we really get into things, and that is over here on the table. Because I have with me my Letterman's jacket from high school. Because I was like, you know what? Usually people don't fit back into their Letterman's jackets when they get out of high school. People fatten up a little bit. But I've kind of gone the opposite journey. And I was curious if I could fit back in it. Truth be told, yeah, it is plenty big now. It is very, very lovely, actually. So I have gone and shrunken officially a lot smaller than I was even in high school, which is pretty cool. And also, it is really comfortable. And I remember when I was in high school that I wanted a 3X version of it, but they didn't have the 3X, they only had a 2X. So it was very, very tight. I wasn't really able to button it comfortably. So it's nice to be able to really wear it and have it be oversized, because it really does say how far I've come from where I was. But let's go ahead and get into the numbers, where I don't have updated numbers for currently. I just have numbers for Friday, okay? This is very, very weird. This is a very, very weird number, and I think I might have an explanation. Last week, we weighed in at a 262.5. This week, I weighed in on Friday before I had any cheats, and I weighed in at 264.6, which was a 2.1 pound gain? Yeah, 2.1 pound gain. And I do have a theory, and at the same time, it doesn't exactly make sense to me, because I increased the amount of exercise I was doing like crazy. I increased it a crap ton. I would say I probably got an additional at least 6 hours of exercise in between that Sunday and Friday on top of what I normally did. That combined with an increase of water and less food intake, I guess I got two theories. Number one, I was kind of curious if my muscles might have been swelling a little bit because they got really, really sore. And I don't know if that's possible for muscles to like retain water weight or something because of just really, really being active. Or maybe it was just muscle growth in general. Because what muscle weight equals more than fat weight. So maybe that's what it was. The other thing on my mind, which I think could be more probable, is I might have pushed myself too far with the food intake, and I might have had my body kind of go into a starvation mode where it was like, okay, we don't want to burn too much, but I don't know. It was weird because I did try, and I really, really did work myself as hard as possible to really try and lose weight before I ended up having any cheats. We'll see what happens with this next week coming up. But I did not do a weigh-in this morning or yesterday morning. I kind of just forgot to, and personally, I know what it's going to say. It's going to say that there's a gain, so it's just going to make me feel that much worse. So I'm just going to wait till next week, and then we'll see what the numbers say. As it stands right now, that means that we have 27.1 pounds to go before Christmas. Hopefully, like I said, it's borderline reachable. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not holding my breath on it, but it would be nice if that was possible to pull off a Christmas miracle, or maybe even a New Year miracle. Realistically, though, I would say going by February 1st, I think would be more probable to happen. So I think an extra month and it would be more obtainable. But overall though, this weekend, having a couple of cheat meals and everything, the food tasted substantially better this time than most other cheat times. I had chicken tenders with ranch and honey mustard to dip it in, and I don't know, there's just something about it that just tasted magical. It was way better. That, and I also had a helping of pizza, and that was absolutely amazing. Just the overall food just tasted a lot better this time than I had previously remembered, and I don't really know why that was, but it was amazing. And I did have my Reese pumpkin, and it was absolutely delicious. It was exactly what I needed. But the one problem is, and it's the same thing over and over again whenever I have an off day, is I just feel poisoned. I feel absolutely awful. I'm better today, but yesterday when I went to bed, I had back pain. I had stomach pain, and just trying to sleep through that was god awful. But today it's starting to get back into feeling all right, but it was terrible. It was just absolutely terrible, because you do feel like you just had a bunch of venom just injected into you, and your whole body is just starting to revolt against it, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You can take as many Tums as you want or some pain pills, but it just sucks. And it really does go to show what normal food really can do to you, and how much bad stuff is in most modern foods now. The less processing there is, and the more you can cook on your own, the better it is, what I've determined massively through this whole journey. Because I would say pretty much 95% of my meals are all home cooked now. Like, I have to cook everything from scratch, and I'm just prepping everything. So going out and eating is a very rare thing for me anymore. Yeah, would I still do it again? Of course. I do like my cheat days because it helps to keep me sane, because I'm like, I can't have this, but I can have it every once in a while. It gives me something to look forward to. It makes me feel like I've earned it, and it gets me excited towards getting towards the end of the journey. So that way I can start incorporating those things more often while still trying to figure out how to maintain a healthy weight. Yeah, overall though, it was a pretty interesting week, because like I said, I really did try pushing myself way harder with exercise and everything, and then just this week it just I don't know, it just didn't really work, because I was wanting to lose a couple of pounds before the cheat day so that way it would balance out, and then I ended up having a 2.1 pound gain. So I don't really know. I feel like there's something off there. I feel like I had to have lost weight, but I don't know. We'll figure it out next week for sure. But as for this week, that should pretty much do it. It was really cool having a cheat weekend, having that. And then the other thing I can report on is that the channel seems to have gotten a little bit more traffic. So if you're new, welcome to the party. Hopefully I can entertain you and inform you in a couple of different ways. And also, Milo, I know you are a loved thing, aren't you? Come back. Come back over here, baby. Everyone just loves you, don't they? Everyone just loves you. Been a friend of mine since the beginning. But that's going to do it for this week, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys back here next week. Good night.